In this practical, we are trying to learn how to use Tableau to create segments of credit risk customers. So first, open the Tableau and we try to open the Excel spreadsheet. Let's see. Okay. So once we have loaded, you can go to sheet 1. So you can see this is the Excel spreadsheet that contain all the personal age, personal income, homeowner, what kind of mortgage did they took up, okay, the loan rate, and then the loan amount. So you can see the number of that. Right, so then you can click on the sheet 1, right, and try to load the personal age. Okay, these are the various attribute or column on the Excel spreadsheet. So we can load the personal age as well as the personal income. Okay, make sure you took the right one. Right, so you have axis on personal income, personal age, and since it's a sum that we don't want, okay, by default, we're just going to select the analysis tab over here to disable the aggregate okay measures because we don't want the sum here. So we just check. So there you have the individual the individual points okay, that can be viewed instead of the aggregate the one, right? So once we have done that, okay, we actually can this is actually a scatter plot, right? You can see it's a scatter plot of all the individual point that we have collected from the Excel spreadsheet, right? So we can actually do a cluster, right? Segment a cluster by choosing the analytic tab. There's a cluster model that we can try to use, and can we move it to the marks table. Let's try it. Right, so there you have. So by default, it's actually a 4 cluster. So you can see cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3, cluster 4. So you can see all the different colors, right? In fact, you can explore the different number of clusters. Okay, you can click on this to change the different amount of cluster, edit, right? You can change, didn't come out. Sorry, it went over to this side. So there you have, you can choose, let's say you want to choose 2, right? You notice that it changed to 2, right? So you can explore the 2 different cluster, personal age 30, personal age. These are all the individual points. You can have more cluster if you want to, right? You put it 6, then you will have 6 different cluster. 8. One thing max is, yeah. So you got a few here, a few here, a few here. Fine. Generally, you can play with 4 cluster. Be good enough. So you can click on the cluster to describe the cluster. Then can give you all this. Okay, they give you more information of this the different cluster, how they scattered, the number of items within the cluster, the sum of the actually this is not the sum, it's actually the average personal age, right? Plus the average personal income in cluster 1. Okay, so cluster 1 is if I'm not wrong, is the first one. I think it's the one, right? Or second one, or third one. Okay, so that's how you proceed. some input, right? So you guys can just go ahead and find, close it. Can I move it back? So you can move it back, and there's no more cluster. You can move it up again. Sorry. There you have it.